How's it going, guys? Coffee here. Today I wanted to go over how to transition the build off of the entry-level version using the um, starting Demolisher dual wielding hammers, and how to convert it over to a version that is using a crafted hammer, including dream crafting, things like that. So I've moved over to this version. I'm sitting a little over 5 billion DPS or so right now. With this is pretty much going to be the last update that I end up having with the character, just because I feel like it's doing enough for what I want to do with it. At this point, the upgrades are going to start to get quite a bit more expensive, so I'm not really going to do that because I want to play a lot of characters this league. So we're going to kind of stop here, but you can see it's about 5.3 billion. That's with DPS pets. If we actually take these off and we just go to like our canvas pets, for example, I think we're around 3.5 billion, something like that. So it's still doing really, really good damage, even in like loot pets or whatever. You're getting right around 3 billion, which is enough for most of the stuff you're trying to do on T8. So that's really, really nice. You kind of have the freedom to do whatever you want. So the big changes from the last video, it's not that much again, but is basically I did craft a new weapon, and then I did dream crafting on the weapons that I do have. So you see here we did get a new hammer. The way to do this is, again, you just buy a hammer and start with either like your tier 1 affliction effect mod or your tier 1 strength mod. I believe I bought this with the tier 1 strength all the way at the max already, just because, you know, we're a strength stacking build. So getting this is the best we can do, or the best thing you can kind of focus on first. It doesn't necessarily need to be, let's see, what is this other thing here that says it's 30 FE? So you can start with something like this. So instead of the maul that I have here, they're basically just going to be the same stuff here. So you want to get yourself a one of these here that has this 180 strength or something close to it, and then just basically buy that. You want to try to get something that's not already crafted, because it's going to be cheaper, basically, right? You buy yourself a base. If you can't find any of these at like 178 strength, you can go down to like 175, right? And you can start to get yourself something a little bit lower or slightly less. So just kind of go with something like that to basically get yourself in to start with, and then you can basically craft on the rest of the mods that you want to do from there. So make sure you are starting with a Sierra Reverberation Maul. It does appear to be the one that's going to be more base damage. I did end up basically buying the wrong base with this. I'm pretty sure this is lower damage than what it should be because of that, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, that specific hammer is going to be better. So you want to just buy this one here. I don't know, why are these so different in DPS? I guess this one used to be slower, and then they buffed it because they adjusted the attack speed on all of the hammers to be the same. So this used to be higher damage but lower. So make sure you do buy a Sierra Reverberation Maul. Don't make the same mistake as me, because I left damage on the table there, basically because of this. So do keep that in mind. I almost want to just buy this and recraft a new weapon just because of it. So I guess that's what we'll end up. No, I'll leave this here. Whoever is the one who ends up finding this, you're going to end up getting a score, I guess. So yeah, there's that. So when it comes to getting your hammer, though, the important things are the specific mods that you do want to craft. For your 2 advanced affixes, you do want these to be strength, and then you want it to be affliction effect. So these are your 2 most important mods. They are both advanced mods. Unfortunately, what it means is that you can't craft percent gear physical because you had to craft the strength or in the affliction. So you do end up with a weapon where you just end up with double flat damage mods instead of just the other way around. So that's kind of where you're at with it. We are not crafting priceless because we don't have the money. If you are, then getting attack skill levels is going to be good, but that's really expensive. So you would take that over one of these flat mods if you had it, or if you get an ultimate weapon. But other than that, the rest of the mods are just going to be 4 basics. For your suffixes, is you want this elemental damage and physical damage, just because your fizz is being converted to LE. So Yeah, you're going to be basically doing that. And that's pretty much where you're at with it for weapons. Gear attack speed's not the worst, but it's fine. And then for the dream crafting, it has been fully adjusted. It does just use a single dream crafting material now. So you have these dream crafting weapons, and when you click things, it just uses a single one. And you can basically hit a 0 downside. So the movement speed is basically a 0 downside for this build because we are not attacking, or we're not actually moving at all. We're just using our movement speed in order to attack. So the additional damage for the skill when the Demolisher charge is consumed is the mod you're looking for on weapon. It's the, it's a damage multiplier. It's the best one you could possibly get. So that's what you want to go with. And then for your chest, you are just looking for flat strength here. And then for your gloves, you're looking for this chance to paralyze. We don't have any other source to paralyze, so getting a 15% damage multiplier is going to be the best you can get out of these. So the dream crafting stuff, again, it's really, really cheap right now. The armor ones, they're like, you can craft 4, you can click 4 times for every 1 FE. So just click until you get what you want. It's really cheap. Same with the weapons ones. These are like less than 1 FE. So you can use this to kind of get what you want as well. When you do go to this, again, if you were using the same other slate, what I was using before, I did have to change my slate over to affliction because I was no longer dual wielding. So if you are using a mod or a slate that does have to do with dual wielding, keep that in mind. Make sure you change your slate. I believe I bought this affliction slate for like 30 FE. So check that out. They did go up a little bit, but just look for either, again, affliction or great strength is another good one. If you can get that. We have a great strength here. I believe is fairly cheap as well. Yeah, you can get these great strength ones for like 25 FE. So these are perfect. So this is going to be your best if you're trying to get in for less money. Great strength is going to be where it's at. So do that. Don't break the bank. You could probably buy a decent one with great strength with like some actually good other mods on there. So like this mod, pretty good. That's more damage still. So you get those to sync up, you'll end up with a really big ignite. So that's good. Double check if they have double mods on them that you don't actually get one that has the thing that lowers your damage by half, because that's kind of a beating. So there's that. Yeah, I guess for that, kind of showcase what I've been doing for the Atlas tree as well, just to make a little bit of money. I have changed my void chart here. I was doing some deep space. This is honestly pretty good on T7. Just spamming deep space if you have the Dark Surge pet. If you don't have the Dark Surge pet, I would never run this at all. Without it, I was actually just running this. Tree with Black Sail on it. Not that one. I was running this one here with Black Sail and beacons on T8. Nothing special, but the points in Black Sail were like basically helping with loot. So. Yeah, you basically just want to get these. Once I get my next 5 points, I want to get these up just because hero memories are really, really valuable right now. And then same goes with like the threads and everything else. So in regards to league mechanics, Missville is still the best money you can possibly make. So I'll probably do a video on that in case people want a refresher on kind of how to do it or what's changed for this current league. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And other than that, see you in the next one. It was awful, dude. Ay, ay, ay. This is why everyone hates Voidlands, man. They have like the worst maps ever. Outside of the one map that is good for doing boss rush stuff, all the other maps are just atrocious. They're so bad. This is like the worst layouts ever for almost every build. This is awful, dude. Yeah. This is pretty annoying. Oh, let's not forget about the Dark Surge, that's the whole point. It's kind of weird how you'll get these Dark Surge where it's like, I'm not getting any rewards, right? I did 3 levels, 4 levels, and it's showing there's not any rewards whatsoever. Which is odd. Yeah. I don't know how that happens, but it seems like when it does happen, you get no Ember on cores, you get nothing. So it's part of what makes Dark Surge kind of feel bad on T8. So there's that. See you in the next one. Oh yeah, by the way, I am live on Twitch, so if you want to go stream or have any questions, pop in. You'll see me there. Have a good one.